To know more about the current situation in Japan, we are now connected with the Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Japan to Indonesia, His Excellency Heri Akhmadi. How are you, Mr. Ahmadi?
Good afternoon. I'm fine. I'm really fine here in
Good,
Tokyo.
good to
Thank you
hear
very
that.
much for having me.
Thank you for being with us. My first question, this incident, of course, shocked the whole world. Japan is known as one of the safest countries with the strictest gun control laws. So how did the Japanese government respond to this incident?
I think the statement by Prime Minister Kishida is expressing what's really felt by the Japanese people. Sad, but also angry, but also determined. Meaning that one, of course, you can so see the expression of the not only Prime Minister Kishida, but also any other uh, world leader. It's really very sad to lose to the Prime Abe, which is known as the very refined politician or leaders. But the second also very angry because usually in Japan the campaigning, political campaigning is a very relaxed, and even there is no need something like a guard or security or other thing. Then this kind of event, I think, will change the 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 political campaign in Japan in the future. And what we see during on the Prime Minister Kishida statement also, it is determined that that will not happen again in Japan. That's I think the most important. Then I have contact with many of my Japanese friends, which they are really very shocked with this situation, and then they also very determined that that will not happen again in Japan. And then I think in the near future there will be many things will be changed in the security or other related to the political campaign. That's what I'm seeing here in Tokyo.
Right, sir. Now, can you tell us how is the political situation after the attack, as the government is scheduled the final day of election campaign today?
I think yes, if we understand that in the last month that the campaigning is very intensive, and this is a very important campaigning period. This is a very important election because it will be elected member of the upper house, which is will be in the future if the LDP can able control two-thirds of the member of the upper house, that will be possible for the LDP to promote the amendment of the constitution, which already fight Abe touched for more than decades for that, more than the 10 years for this one. That Abe would like, and his group would like to amending the constitution because they would like the Japan have the strong the military, and then at this time, according to the constitution, actually Japan is not allowed to have the armed force. So what Japan have now is what so-called is a self-defense force, but not armed force or army. So that's what actually for quite some time, for quite does more than a decade, Abe already works for this thing, and the possibility with this case, I think the support for LDP will be increased, and maybe LDP will get what they want, what the number of two-thirds of the member of the upper house. That's what what we discussed it here in Tokyo.
Mr. Ahmadi, do you think it's possible that what you just said could be one of the motives of the attack, since this suspect was allegedly an ex-military?
No, I think the background for the military is more on the related to his capability, because you know that in Japan the gun control is very tight, and what we learn so far is what using by the attacker is a kind of self-made or modified, not really military gun or something like that. It's more modified. So I think the background and the defense force is not related with his act, except his skill in doing attacking. But the real one is, according to some discussion here, is he is grudging about a one organization which is related, according to them, the related or supported by Abe, and then with this kind of, but still no, still in the process to be investigation, of course. What the real relation from this organization with Abe, and what the organization with the attacker. So it is just a lone wolf attack, or the attack which is done by himself or part of the organization, up to now also still being investigated.
All right, Mr. Ahmadi, now I want to talk about day-to-day life in Japan after the attack. So are there any sense of heightened security, and what are the responses from international institutions like yourself, foreign embassies?
Yes, of course, for the embassy, no, we are very relaxed at the time. But as tomorrow, yes, tomorrow is a holiday, but tomorrow is the election day. So of course, there are some many places. Then the preparation for in the polling station, of course, now is become more guarded than before. That's what I learned from our staff here. So I don't see any before. So
Right.
that the first time I think I see this time is according to the staff here in the embassy, there's a little bit higher compared to before, the election before.
Right. And what about the Indonesians living in Japan? Do they have any message they would like to convey, or perhaps do you have any message for them?
No, I have talked with many of them that yes, they feel, yes, they are feel shocked. They feel shocks, but I think they're not really related to the political event in Japan as usual.
Now, Mr. Ahmadi, Shinzo Abe is Japan's longest serving prime minister and an influential figure. What are some of Abe's political legacy which improved the relations between Japan and Indonesia?
Yes, of course. As you know, that Abe is starting to face met with during the Abe visit to Indonesia, and met with President Jokowi in Bogor. And that's one the first time we agreed. Of course, Indonesia already have the good relation in economy and social, education, and other. But with the visit of the last visit Abe in Bogor at the time, and then Abe and President Jokowi agreed in to tighten, to start the defense cooperation between Indonesia and Japan. That's, I think, is just very important. And then, as you know too, that after that, last year, Indonesia, the minister of defense minister of Indonesia and Japan's last year already signing MOC for the cooperation on the transfer of defense equipment and technology. And then we know that, and this year, for the first time, Japan will send his troops to Indonesia to join Garuda Shield military or defense exercise Indonesia, together with United States, Australia, and also Singapore. I think this kind of the the newest one, which is, I think, beside, yes, Abe is a very strong in economic policy. So we know then what you call it as Abenomic, with making Japanese economic stronger, and by the strengthening Japanese economic, that also have the better economic relation with Indonesia. But beside that one, Abe also initiating the defense cooperation with Indonesia. That's, I think, among the important contribution of Abe or legacy of Abe on the relationship between Indonesia and Japan. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much for your time and for sharing your insight. The Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Indonesia to Japan, His Excellency Heri Akhmadi. Thank you, Mr. Akhmadi.
Thank you very much.